Hey folks, Led Smith here, coming to you from Dad Skills University, and I want to come along with our December vlog, or I'm not so sure I want to call it a vlog anymore. I just don't like the way that sounds. Vlog sounds like something that I should be flushing down on. Let's call it a situation report. It is a SitRep. This is the monthly SitRep of December. It don't feel much like it, folks. Right now it's 60 degrees, but here in the great state of Georgia, oh, the humidity. So that being said, the clouds, look at this, folks. Gray clouds all around, 60 degrees. We'll just call it 100% humidity. I think that's safe, but any moment now, it could start pouring down, and I just don't feel like dealing with that. Let's get under some cover. You know, I love this deck. It's a huge deck. I've got a nice roof. I've got ceiling fans, which, believe it or not, I might even use them in December. All right, folks, it's time to rehash a few events from this December. And one of the things that's pretty interesting about this month is actually last month, there were these mysterious drones that just sort of showed up kind of right there towards the east above the Rust Belt, and then they kind of spread and no one really knows where they're from. It seems like all kinds of government agencies that would likely know about this stuff are claiming that they have no idea. However, they say they are not a threat to us. This is interesting. If you don't know what they are, how can you say they're not a threat? I bet you there would be a whole lot of information if these drones are only found flying over certain senators and congressmen's houses. So this month I got a few good videos hashed out here on the Dad Skills channel, and that's what this channel is all about. It's teaching skills. It's not one particular skill. There's just an umbrella of skills that should fall under the head of the household. And one of the things we touched on is dog training. I'm gonna throw up some cards. We went over a sit command. We also did some videos on deep frying a turkey, and I found a lot of people really enjoyed that. I love doing that stuff. You see, I'll deep fry just about anything I can get a hold of. When the fall comes around, I'll get myself 6 gallons of peanut oil, and instead of running my grill, I'm running my fryer. And then I'll finish it off in March with a big fish fry, get rid of the oil, and then I'm just running my grill from there on out until the fall. Took care of some evap leaks on a Ford Edge. Check it out, folks. Evap leaks, if you're not familiar with them, they can create an incredible amount of stress in a mechanic's life because it can be difficult to diagnose them properly. They get misdiagnosed a lot. Thankfully, I had one of those straightforward situations. But check out the video. I want you to see it. Some of the coming videos, Lord willing, this evening I plan on frying up some chicken hindquarters. I'm going to bread them up. It's going to be better than KFC, churches, you name it. Now, this next project I'm going to show you a little bit about that we're going to get into really is near and dear to my heart. We have this problem with this axe handle. A lot of times, being a blue-collar guy, I'll think about this as a potential workplace accident, and so it makes me think about what is one of the first documented types of work-related accidents. We can find it in scripture, and it actually has a lot to do with this situation that I'm telling you right now. I've got a new handle for it. Put a nice finish on this handle, do some nice burn work on it. Definitely thinking about some boiled linseed oil. Not only that, got a shovel to take care of, but it too needs a handle. I don't have a new handle for it yet. Guess I got a lot to get a handle on in this coming January. And while I was working on that Ford that you saw the video on, if you haven't seen it yet, check it out. But I did notice the throttle body was pretty dirty. Thinking it would be good to do a video on that as well. And if you're anything like me, we have a water well. And those water wells require a lot of maintenance. So I got some videos coming up on that as well. You know, this is December 31st, 2024. And there's a part of me that is really reluctant to watch this year pass by. You know, 23 was a real hard year. The Lord blessed us in 2024. I want to tell you a little bit about that. But folks, this year our family grew, and not in ways that you typically think of. We sort of gained a son. I'm also saying I think we sort of gained a daughter too. God just has filled our home full of love this year, and this is something that we prayed for. So I kind of hate to see this year go. A part of me almost feels a little bit like next year it's like, okay, it's time to get back to the hard hard life. I think I'm going to pray again that we have another blessed year, as we'll never be able to enjoy the blessings of 2025 if we're not able to just let go of year 2024. So let's all let go together so we can embrace the new blessings together. Something I kind of learned about people is Christmas is kind of a touchy time for a lot of people. And there's a lot of people that are real quick to remind believers that Christmas is a pagan holiday. And they will explain what the tree means in the pagan religions. They'll explain the blah blah and the this. It's not really about Jesus. These people will bring those things up historically and factually. These people are usually correct. Here's the thing. That means absolutely nothing. God can use any situation, any circumstance for the good. A verse that I like to go back to and I think about a lot of times is from Genesis chapter 50 verse 20, whenever Joseph tells his brothers, though that his brothers tried to kill him, his brothers tried to sell him into slavery, in which they did do, Joseph embraces those people who were evil to him, and he tells them that what you used for evil, God meant for good. So I want everyone to understand that there is no such thing as a pagan holiday that can trump the grace of Jesus Christ and the blood he shed for us. So you go ahead and listen to those people and you smile and nod your head. They're just running their mouths. They're talking, they're just not saying anything. But I kind of like to save some of the most interesting news for the last. So this year, this December, the 7th of December, is the anniversary of the attack of Pearl Harbor. This year is 83 years, December 7th, 1941. We were caught off guard by the Japanese. They almost annihilated our Pacific fleet. And there are some survivors. One of the most catastrophic events was a USS Utah had gone down. It had sank. Warren Upton, a survivor of the USS Utah, he was actually the oldest recorded survivor of the Pearl Harbor invasion. He passed away this last Christmas, this 25th, age 105. Another interesting one here is we also have another sailor named Lou Contour. He passed away at age 102. However, he passed away earlier this year, but the historical significance that brings us to this specific December and the anniversary is he is the last remaining survivor of the USS Arizona. It is believed that there's probably about 15 more survivors of Pearl Harbor out there. However, we probably won't see very many more of them this next year. God bless them and the work that they did and the sacrifice of freedom that they paid and went through. Additionally, moving on to a different topic, I would like to give a shout out to my good friend over there at the Pastor's Cave. He puts a lot of great scriptural messages together from time to time. He's gone through a lot of different events over the past year. Hasn't been active a whole lot, but I'm really looking forward to seeing him get back to it, turn that camera on, and start bringing those notes back to us. Well, folks, I really appreciate you hanging around here for my situation report. God bless you. Make his face to shine on you. Led Smith out.